It says we're live. But it's very choppy. Just start talking. We'll see what happens.
Hello, and welcome to Armbar Audio. I'm your host, Tim Farley, and next to me is my trusted companion,
John Kearns. What's up, everybody?
Today we are going to talk about New Japan's big summer tournament, G1 29. Also, we will be talking about the weekend that was for WWE. Of course, we're talking about NXT TakeOver and SummerSlam. We're going to start this off by talking about New Japan, G1 29.
Hell yeah.
John.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw some thoughts out there.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll give my favorite matches of the tournament. He pulled out like a table like every match, even if I get to use it. Bad Luck Fale knows some wrestling moves.
Yes.
He won like his last three matches with like roll-ups or some type of roll-up pin.
It looks good and sounds good.
Wonderful. Thanks for checking that up, John.
Yep.
Kenta got booed the entire time by the New Japan faithful.
Yeah.
Which we will talk about extensively later on. Will Ospreay and Shingo Takagi that they are more than juniors. And by the end of this tournament, Shingo Takagi said he is now a heavyweight. John, what do you see for the future of Shingo Takagi?
So the future of Shingo Takagi, I see IWGP Continental Championship.
He's going to be thrown into that never open weight area.
Possibly.
Because
that's a good call. I often forget about that title.
He spoiled Ishii and Goto's run. His match with Ishii was fantastic.
Yeah.
His match with Naito was fantastic. I was really impressed by Evil throughout the tournament. He showed that he was more than just a tag team guy. You got any thoughts on?
I was impressed by Sonata, as I always am. And
first guy to beat Okada.
I'll tell you what.
Who broke a record? Okada broke the record for the longest streak in G1.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, undefeated. Yeah.
But Mr. Bushi set history as well.
Yes, he did.
But I was not the only one interested in Sonata or paying attention to Sonata as it came out that he has allegedly been contacted by WWE.
That's how I feel about that.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So about the two finalists, Kota Ibushi and Jay White started the tournament not so good.
Yeah.
Jay White said he would win his next 6. Everything that Jay White says comes true. He never said he was going to win the final. That should have been a big teller for all of you New Japan fans who was going to win. But Jay's so damn good because as educated wrestling fans, a lot of non-children tend to like the heel more than the face. And that's very untrue in this area. I tune in to see Jay White get his ass kicked because he's such a good heel.
And I, on the other hand, tune in to see Jay White because I like him.
I think he's great at his job, but I wanted to see Moxley kick his. Oh, he is.
Yeah,
he is. He's fantastic.
I've always openly admitted when people are as good as Jay White is, whether they're heel or face.
Kota Ibushi got hurt in the first match with his leg. He lost a few, but then he came back strong, and he was the second person to beat Okada. My favorite matches from the G1, the final, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic piece of work. Will Ospreay versus Tanahashi. Will Ospreay versus Okada. Shingo Takagi versus Ishii. Jeff Cobb versus Ishii. Shingo versus Naito. Right off the top of my head. I tuned in. I genuinely got excited for every Ishii, Shingo, and Ospreay match. I'll say that right now. Even though I'm a huge Ibushi mark and I love Jay White, and I was really looking forward to Archer and Kenta. I thought Archer is coming out of his shell really well. He's got like a new character, and I think there's bigger things in the future for him as well.
I'm interested in Lance Archer, and I never was before.
Right.
And it's because of this G1. One of my favorite matches was Archer versus Ospreay.
Yeah, that was a great match.
That was fantastic. Ospreay versus who all was in Block B? Ospreay and Moxley was good.
No.
No?
Ospreay
was A Block. Ospreay and Tanahashi was good. Ospreay and Ibushi was good, obviously.
Yeah.
I really liked the second meeting of Mox and Juice Robinson.
I felt like it ended weird.
Yeah.
But I liked it too because of the post match.
Yeah.
Moxley hitting him with the title belt and basically saying, he's the U.S. Knight going forward. Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. wrestled Tanahashi, who will be wrestling for the Rev Pro title, against Zack Sabre Jr. at Royal Quest, and Kazuchika Okada. Minoru Suzuki put Okada to sleep, Gotch pile-drivered him, and pinned him 1-2-3 clean in the ring.
Yep.
Suzuki wants the title. So, I believe at King of Pro Wrestling, Suzuki will get that shot. Will he win? Probably not.
No.
Because Okada and Ibushi, that's going to be your Wrestle Kingdom main thing.
Yeah.
The other thing,
also, I'm still at Wrestle Kingdom. I'm fully expecting Suzuki versus Liger 1-on-1.
Yeah. Also, we have who else was there? Okay. So, like I said earlier, Kenta got booed throughout the G1 by the New Japan faithful. So, Smart Gato, Tama Tonga sends out a tweet like 15 hours before the show, said, "We just recruited a great athlete." Kenta joins Tomohiro Ishii and Yoshihashi to wrestle God and Bad Luck Fale. Tama Tonga is saying he wants Kenta. Kenta isn't doing anything. Usually, if you're a babyface and you're getting called out, you step up to that plate.
Right.
I'm watching it, John, and I'm thinking, you know what? Kenta's probably the fucking recruit because he got booed the whole time. And look, Yoshihashi and Ishii were, giving it their all, and Kenta was just like dead weight. And then when Ishii went to tag him, he jumped off the apron. Made sense. Now, Kenta came into New Japan with the wrestler Katsuyori Shibata, who a year and a half ago had to stop his career due to a bad headbutt with Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah.
So, after the match, this tag match, Kenta reveals that he has joined Bullet Club. They're beating down Chaos. Shibata comes down, starts beating the shit out of Bullet Club and Kenta. Shibata is back. Yeah. This angle is so good. One, because of the way that Shibata brought Kenta in. Kenta turning on everyone and joining Bullet Club. Shibata being back for in-ring action. I mean, this is huge. And it's just great. But they ended up beating down Shibata, and Kenta did his signature pose over him on his chest. It was something to behold. I thought, all in all, the G1 was a great way to spend my month.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It always is.
It was, the matches, like, we could tell you what our favorites were, but
Yano versus Moxley is worth watching.
Yano versus Moxley was funny. Yano versus Naito was good. Taichi's last match was great because he didn't rely on himself.
Right.
He didn't rely on the microphone stand. He didn't rely on Konamaru. And he won clean against Ishii, which was surprising to me. I'd like to see more of that out of Taichi, to be honest. All right, so my final grade for the G1 is an A+.
Oh, yeah. A+. But you knew that was coming.
You knew that was coming.
Because the G1 is an A+ event every year.
Yeah. All right. NXT TakeOver Toronto. Of course.
This was an awesome show.
Started with a tag match.
Yeah.
Because it's always a tag match. Street Profits versus the Undisputed Era. Probably my third favorite match on the card. Street Profits won and retained, which they should have. It was a very good outing by both. Montez Ford is just a freakish athlete. Like, I don't know. Does he have
highly
or something? Pogo sticks.
That's what Mario said. He has pogo sticks in his legs.
I knew I must have heard it from somewhere. Also, the next match was my match of the night. Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae. It was nice to see Candice really on a takeover, which we haven't seen yet. And Io brought the fire, man. Maybe as a face, she was told to restrict her moveset, but she did not restrict it here.
Not at all.
Neither did
I'm
Candice.
really digging this new heel Io.
Yeah. I liked how Candice hit that Hangman's neck breaker. Io, everything Io does looks crisp and smooth in the ring. I think it was like her coming out party, this takeover. Yeah, that match was fantastic. The next match was the triple threat for the NXT North American title with Velveteen Dream, Roderick Strong, and Pete Dunne. What did you think about this match, Joe?
Honestly, this was my match of the night.
I thought it was going to be mine, but I was a little underwhelmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think if it was just Dream versus Pete Dunne, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Or just Dream versus Roderick, it would have been better.
I think Roderick shined the most.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Which I was looking more for Pete Dunne.
I'm usually a guy that doesn't care much about Roderick Strong, but in this match specifically, I was impressed.
Yeah, he brings it. No matter how normal looking he is and normal sounding he is,
the Dream Valley Driver is still one of the best finishers in WWE right now.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the ending and I liked how it went. It's just, it felt a little short, a little flat for me. Yeah. Just because I'm such a Pete Dunne mark and I wanted to see more out of him.
Yeah, I wanted to see a little more Pete Dunne. Would have liked to see at least one bitter end. Did not get it.
Then we had Shayna versus Mia Yim for the NXT female title.
Mia Yim should have won this match. I
don't think Mia Yim's ready.
But
personally,
Mia was...
I'm not a fan.
was just I am, and Mia was very dominant over Shayna early on,
Yeah.
and then just lost it. And I don't know what made her lose it, but I would have liked them finally having somebody knock Shayna down a peg.
Yeah.
And I think that did happen, but I think it should have gone all the way and had that be, and they should have had that be the one title change on TakeOver.
Yeah, Baszler's title reign needs to come to an end. It's getting a little old now. I don't think it should have been Mia Yim. I'm gonna be honest, I hardly paid attention to this match. And then we got Cole versus Gargano 3. I feel like they tried to do too much for too long. Both are fantastic wrestlers.
Yeah.
And they know how to have a fantastic match together. We know that. But by the time the third fall was coming, I was getting tired. And I was like, what else can they do? And I loved the end. I loved the end spot where they jumped off and went through the table.
Yeah.
But this needs to be the end of their feud. Yeah, like all great trilogies, like Okada and Omega and Flair and Steamboat, this needs to be it. There needs to be a new challenger for Cole. I loved how Gargano came out in Wolverine gear. I honestly thought Johnny got robbed.
I don't.
He went to do too much, and it bit him in the ass.
I think this needs to be Johnny's last shot.
Yeah.
Like, you've tried 3 times. Or tried twice. You failed twice. You're done.
Right. I give NXT TakeOver Toronto a B+.
Yeah, I would go B+, and the plus is Candice versus Io.
Absolutely. I feel like compared to other NXT takeovers, especially recent ones, it wasn't as good. But
yeah,
of course, as the NXT product, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it was. I wish that the Cole Gargano match would have just been that weaponized cage, because that would have been awesome.
Yeah, just one fall on the crazy cage.
Because Regal gave us what we wanted. We wanted chaos, and we got it. Speaking of chaos, Killian Dane put the hurting on Matt Riddle again.
Oh yeah. Totally forgot about that. But Matt Riddle showed off. He beat up some security. He was trying to put Killian Dane to sleep, but Killian just sacrificed himself and jumped off
the eventual match between those two is going to be really good.
Yeah, I like it. So getting into SummerSlam, didn't watch the pre-show. Did you?
Nope.
All right, we're not going to talk about it.
I do know that Alexa and Nikki retained. Good. And I know that Drew retained the Cruiserweight title. So that's good as well.
And Buddy Murphy lost via disqualification to Apollo Crews due to Eric Rowan whooping his ass.
Yep.
So the show's Edge came out during the Elias concert, and we got a spear, biggest pop of the night.
Oh yeah.
I did see that. The good, the bad, the ugly. That's how I'm gonna say this.
Yep.
The good. Absolutely Bray Wyatt, the Fiend character, the presentation, the new theme song by Code Orange, Pittsburgh's own Code Orange. The
played Aleister Black to the ring at a takeover event.
Yes. Just the way it all came about. And that the Sister Abigail wasn't enough. He had to use the mandible claw. Fantastic. Loved it. Ricochet coming out in Nightwing gear, jumping over the club and delivering a Rana to AJ Styles. And that whole match, fantastic. Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, great. Made me feel like AJ versus Brock, Daniel Bryan versus Brock, but the right outcome happened. The bad. Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair was a snooze fest. And it wasn't even bad. It was just like, it just bored me to tears.
I found myself wondering why I was expected to care about this. Well, I know it was Trish's farewell match.
Yeah.
But do that at a WrestleMania.
Well, it was in Toronto.
It was in Toronto. So, yeah.
There wasn't a lot of bad on this show. It just felt underwhelming. Like, the show started with Becky Lynch and Natalya Neidhart. And, they both tried to go for each other's finishers and blah, blah, blah. And Becky eventually won with the disarmer. Of course, she's not going to lose to Natalya. She's too hot right now. Bayley versus Ember was actually a decent match, but there was no video package for it. No one gave a shit.
Yeah.
In WWE, so
Ember had
it kind of made me feel like, why should I care? Kevin Owens beat Shane O'Mac. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I got what I was hoping for. I wanted Kevin Owens to give that man a prison beating, and I got it.
The thing about Shane is, like, we love to like say how shitty he is and this and that, but honestly, he's like their best heel, and it's hard to admit that sometimes because he's Shane and he's old, and why aren't the younger talent giving it? And I guess that's why they're putting Elias and Drew McIntyre with them, but Drew and Elias don't need a heater.
Yeah.
They need to get Shane off the fucking camera. I was bummed I didn't get to see Aleister Black versus Sami Zayn here. I don't know why they did it on Raw or SmackDown or whatever they decided.
We didn't get Roman versus Daniel Bryan either.
Yeah, I thought that was screwy.
Really weird.
Yeah, really weird.
For WWE to not put Roman on a show,
especially SummerSlam. Especially SummerSlam. Yeah. What else was on the show, man? Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston was a goddamn.
Yeah.
The only good thing was the RKO out of nowhere, and the ending, which Randy Orton was staring at his kids and his family, and Kofi went crazy. It was nice to see Kofi go a little crazy because, if you remember, if you were a WWE fan, Kofi went crazy on Randy Orton back in the day. So that's something to look forward
paint
to.
All over his car.
Yeah. The Intercontinental title was not shown at all.
Yeah, isn't Shinsuke is the Intercontinental champion, right?
Yeah, and I think Ali's in line for a. It's just. To me, nothing was really bad per se on this show. It just felt underwhelming at times, or most of the time.
Like we don't have time for the Intercontinental title, but we have time for Trish versus Charlotte.
Yeah.
Or we have time for Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon, which could happen on any show.
Right. But if I were to recommend anything from this show, I would say the U.S. title match. I would say Finn Balor versus Bray, and Brock versus Seth. I would give this show, SummerSlam 2019, a C+.
Yeah, I agree with you. C plus B minus. Only reason I give B minus is because I love finally getting to see the Fiend as a fully fledged character.
Yeah, speaking of The Fiend, I think that WWE Weekly Television should just have the Firefly Funhouse and random attacks by Bray Wyatt to set up matches for pay-per-views. He should not be wrestling on regular television.
Right.
You agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Or the Fiend should be reserved for pay-per-views.
Yeah, but he's not going to wrestle as regular Bray Wyatt.
Is he not?
I don't think so. Hurt and healed, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I think they're going to go the route. If they're smart, they'll go the route that I just said.
Yeah. I was half expecting the Demon to show up. What a weird.
I think after Bray's entrance, Finn was probably wondering why the fuck didn't I get painted up for this?
Yeah, because like.
But there were reports weeks ago that Balor asked for time off from WWE, and he just granted it. I think he's planning on getting married. I'm not sure about that.
But the thing about it is the Demon doesn't get beat.
Right.
So the Fiend beating the Demon would have instantly validated this new Bray Wyatt character.
Yeah. I think he was validated.
I mean, I think he was validated, but eventually we're getting Fiend versus Demon for sure. It's going to happen.
I think the next opponent for the Fiend should either be Aleister Black or Seth Rollins himself.
Yeah.
But aside from that, John, you got anything?
We're coming up. We're rapidly approaching All Out.
Yes.
All Out's gonna be good.
August 31st.
August
31st. We're coming with you with 2 live streams. UK Takeover, Cardiff. In between time, we don't know what's going on because it's the summertime. The weather's easy, so we haven't been as hands-on with this project. But wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, or night, you have a great one, and peace and love to all of you. Bang, bang.